I haven't made a video for a while, and I'm gonna maybe start doing them again, but just very short, very, very simple. So the Tesla principle is basically the idea so that we learn to appropriately deliver, like I've been guilty of, trying to push things, that which you're trying to share is a little too soon. Like introducing free energy on the earth, Tesla, right? He tried to introduce free energy, but way before we as humans are ready for it. We can't handle it. You know, it's too soon, too much too soon. Too soon? Right. And so it doesn't work. So JP Morgan tells them, after he creates Wycliffe Tower and has little antennas on cars that can pick up directly the cosmic energies or energies, radio frequency waves, to run the car for free. Well, and then the banker, whose business is to make money on money, says, well, where can we put the meter? Well, there is no meter, it's for free. Ooh, kibosh. Not doing that. Get rid of Tesla, hook up with Edison, because Edison is into making money, control, power, centralized control. Or he's still stuck in that paradigm. So when you come in too early, I'm just coining, a little phrase here, the Tesla principle of, or Jesus Christ, or Gandhi, or Martin Luther King, or John Lennon, or whoever, JFK, or solar power, 40 years ago. It's starting to catch on a little bit now. And obviously, Tesla's namesake, Elon Musk and his company, we're a little bit ready now. We're a little bit ready for Tesla, but in an electric car, not free energy. We're not ready yet. So this principle, whether you're in spiritual things, education, medicine, energy, science. I was just watching on my Facebook page, Tobias, Lars, you can see about the Earth ships. Earth ships were these beautiful buildings that are completely integrated with the Earth, that work with the Earth, and just as luxurious, if not more, than our, housing that we do now. And I remember Joy and I, we had been to our wolf adventure in Rama, New Mexico, with there at the wildspiritwolfsanctuary.org, and we just wanted to take a break, and we read, oh, look at this, I found Ojo Caliente, the hot eye, the warm eye, up in north of Santa Fe, north of Santa Fe, south of Taos. And it's the only naturally occurring 4 different types of mineral hot springs in the world. Soda, lithium, iron. They didn't have a sulfur, it was something else. Anyway, we went up there, stayed at the old Western Hotel. First time we went, now they've built these beautiful adobe house, gorgeous rooms with their private little pools and stuff. And so I was thinking, well, we should create a retreat here, They had some yurts built and the old hotel, beautiful rustic, Western New Mexico. And so I wanted us to go swimming with hot springs and, do the Course of Awakening, the InnerBodyAwakening.com, the AlchemyProcess.com, and theheartenergy.com as part of awakening for the planet. And then we happened to be driving up to Taos because it was a nice drive up across the Rio Grande on a bridge, and you get to go to the artsy village of Taos and also the Pueblo there. I was thinking of trying to create some Native American connection as well, although there were ruins right there at Ojo Caliente. But anyway, we drove by, and up to the north, I'm looking at these little low-lying houses that look like Luke Skywalker architecture, and I just drove up to one of them, and it was like a stretched limo Hummer parked out front next to what looked like a gas pump. Well, it turns out this couple from Hollywood had built this place, and she's an actress, he was a producer, and And they were copying Michael Reynolds, who does the Earth ships. Check it out, just Google it, up there in Taos. And we just stopped in. I'd never seen him. And I said, well, this is awesome. This will be an awesome side trip. Well, this is another example of being a little bit too far ahead of his time. It's totally recycled water, warm, costs you $300 a year for your utilities, because you have to maybe, or if you have to order water if it doesn't rain enough that year, because it's 7,000 foot high desert. But the point is, the Tesla principle is, you're going to have very few people ready for something new like that. Grow your own food, grow bananas at 7,000 feet in the high in the Mexican desert because of the greenhouse, and that warms the house and recycles all the water, takes care of itself. You know, it's amazing and beautiful looking and self-sustaining, carbon zero footprint, all that stuff. But so this couple had some fun with a stretched limo Hummer that they were running on biodiesel, meaning recycled vegetable oil from the restaurants, just to show that you can do it. They had their own pump. And they're putting that in as a showcase to kind of blow humans' minds that, oh, you have to struggle, because we're addicted to struggleology. Often put in by religious programming, like in sweat and toil shalt thou suffer, and earn thy daily bread, thou pukey, sinful, shitty sinner, right? So we program people, no such thing as a free lunch, you know, no pain, no gain, all that stuff. But anyway, so if you come too early with stuff, it's the Tesla principle. You're not receivable. Jesus, it's the same with the Jesus principle or Gandhi principle or Martin Luther King principle. Often the collective unconsciousness, Freudian unconsciousness, is so reactive to new principles, or especially when it comes to sex or free energy or not having to struggle. The struggleology program is what I call it. And it's very, very deep in humans. And so we're just sowing seeds now, trying to help get rid of this struggleology that we worship. You know, every time you see someone on the TV that's local hero made what good, it's always, well, if you believe in the flag and work hard, you know, they program, if you can achieve the American dream, work 80 hours a week and sweat and no. Babaji and Jesus and the masters, they don't work at all. They're not inactive, but they don't work. They simply do and be exactly what they want to do and be in the moment to moment. And that takes care of it. Very diagnostic. Just like your dogs or your birds. You know, they don't work. I can't get these guys to work. They look at me and go, Dad, we don't have any thumbs. We can't help you with the dishes. You know what I'm saying? So the Tesla principle, to accept that there's a collective, but your personal awakening cannot be hampered. I've erred on the side of thinking that I could push it a little. The Tesla principle has spanked my ass the last 3 years. And it's teaching me that I can't do that. You cannot introduce things too soon. There's no such thing as so powerful as an idea whose time has come. But there's also the corollary of that, which is the Tesla principle. That there's nothing so frustrating as an idea that you're trying to introduce whose time is not ready, has not come. All right, much love. That's all for today. Check out the webcasts. That's the only thing I'm doing for those of us that are interested in navigating this time of Armageddon, apocalypse, clean out, purgatory, upheavals on Earth, and to still exist in some kind of enjoyable, in the world but not of it way. And check it out, tobiaslars.com, if you're interested in the webcasts on Sundays. Thank you. Much love. Ciao.